got this lovely kids play area with this bouncy castle, and that bouncy castle is so well textured. It's just bringing back childhood memories of being on a bouncy castle. Hello Flight Simulator fans, welcome back to another Practically Geek video, and today I'm going to be showing you a Payware scenery from Gaia Simulations. It's the Zell Am See Airport, which is based in Zell Am See in Austria, just south of Salzburg, and it is located just at the foot of Lake Zell. I hope you've all had a great Christmas. I sure did. I felt like a young boy again, getting some money off my mum and my wife. But that's an odd thing to say, maybe, but I was able to buy some really great sceneries and aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator. One of them is obviously this one in Zell Am See from Gaya Simulations, and the other is just in front of you there, the Mooney M20R, the single prop plane, and I've flew it a couple of times and I absolutely love it. I also managed to get the I can't pronounce the name, but it's called the MD339. It's the Italian light trainer, similar to the UK's T2 Hawk, if you will. That's really great. I actually took off from Innsbruck and did a flight through the hills, and it picks up really great speed through the hills. Really great flying. I will be doing a flight tour with that, I promise you, so look out for that in early January. For today though, I want to take you through another scenery. Obviously this one, do what we always do, take a look at the default scenery, and then quickly move on this time to the actual the Payware add-on, so we can see what the actual the default scenery is being turned into. So as you can see, the airport is located here in Zell Am See, and it's lovely. It's nestled in between the hills, but the default auto gen is absolutely horrendous. I mean, look at this. This is a small GA airport. It's got a I think it's around 660 meter concrete runway here, and then a small grass one here, which is tiny. I think that's 296, so it's small, but mostly for hangars, for gliders. But if you can check out the auto-gen scenery in this airport, it's some of the worst I've seen implemented. Although there's quite a lot of buildings here, it's just so odd. I mean, this reminds me of being in sort of the residential part of Prague and seeing those coloured buildings, and then we've got this massive hangar building, and then we've got these that like block of flats from the UK. The auto-gen still needs a bit of work. I think we can all agree on that. And sort of the town of Zell Am See itself, it isn't great, but there's that much there that you can kind of forgive it. There's like these kind of modern buildings mixed with European townhouses, some really bad 2D texture in the satellite imagery here, so hopefully this is all changed. I haven't actually seen it. I've seen pictures of the Gaia Simulations Zell Am See, but I haven't seen it in the simulation for myself, so it's all going to be a fresh reaction. As I say, for these videos going forward, even with me freeware ones, I'm going to try and cut the default scenery part down, because there's not much to see in them. We've got a couple of more auto-gen buildings here, more single, I don't know, town chalet house things. They don't look like they're part of an airport, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I think let's quickly head into the Gaia Simulations. You can buy this from Orbex, I believe, and on the default marketplace. If you buy it from Orbex and you hook it up to the Orbex Central software, I think you pay a bit more. I think it's around £10. Yeah, it's £10 straight, so 10 UK pounds. And I think if you buy it from the marketplace, it's about £9.50 or something like that. So get it through the marketplace, because once you download it, I think it goes straight into the simulation rather than you have to restart it. I know certainly the aircraft do once you download the aircraft. If you buy one of the third-party ones, these ones, by the way, that I've got, just changing the subject. These are all made by Coronado, so the Mooney down there, and I also bought the Piper PA-44 as a twin prop plane. That was also Coronado, and I won't be doing any reviews on aircraft. There's better ones out there. You can go and see a lot of reviews and in-depth chatter about those aircraft just by doing a search. But I certainly will be doing some flight tours with them because they are really great to fly. So anyway, let's head into the Gaia Simulations Zell Am See Airport scenery. Welcome back to Zell Am See Airport in Austria. I've loaded up into the Gaia Simulations version of this scenery. As I said before, it is a payware scenery, so you are paying for the premium look and feel of this add-on scenery. Now, what I said before about kind of the marketplace situation where it will load the scenery straight into the game, I found that if you download it and install it from the marketplace within the simulation, the main menu, you can load into it. And what I did just then is I actually loaded into Zell Am See, and it had part of the payware and then also part of the auto gen, so it hadn't completely worked. So unlike with the aircraft, see, when I installed, say for example, the Mooney in front of me here, I was able to download and install it right into the simulator without actually coming out of it, without, you know, quitting to desktop and coming back into it. With the sceneries, it's seen, even with freeware, I've always done it, you have to completely close the simulation down and go back in. So it's, yeah, I mean, there's a bit of a delay between actually being able to look at the lovely new scenery, you know. But what I will say straight away is already you can see the difference. So, you know, the textures, from what I can tell on the apron, have got a bit of a touch up. You know, there's different markings and colouring. The autogen scenery, which obviously would have been behind me, I'll leave that just for a moment, just so you can see how much better it is. You can already see there's a range of static GA aircraft behind me on the grass, and you'll also see throughout this scenery some other static aircraft which I haven't seen before. And we've got some like Cub aircraft, some Cessnas, we've got a Robin aircraft that actually looks like a Piper. It looks like a Piper PA-28, am I wrong? Possibly, but it looks like, in fact, if you didn't know, Just Flight, who are also an amazing third-party developer, are currently bringing the Piper PA, I think it's the 28, pretty sure it is, just a single prop engine to Microsoft Flight Simulator, so keep an eye out for that. And we've got some Eurocopters here, so I believe these the EC-135. I see a lot of these actually from where I live in Liverpool here. We've got a children's hospital, and they use this particular helicopter to help all the poorly children, and it's got its own helicopter pad, so we frequently get visited by these helicopters. And we've got some more. This is quite cool. This is probably one of the best static. This is one of the better airports I've seen for static aircraft. The modelling and the texturing on them is the best I've seen personally. We've got one on like an actual trolley here that can be moved manually. These hangars are actually, they've got an interior on them. Now I don't know if this is one of those tricks that they do with texturing to make it look like it's got an inside. No, it has actually got an inside, so that's cool. First time I've seen one of those. I don't know what that's called, unfortunately. I've never seen one of those. I've seen them. They're like micro light sort of helicopters, but ultra light, so I think they're called. But that's cool. We've got another Eurocopter there on a tow truck and trolley. That's really great. We've got this new building. We've got an actual control tower now with a terminal building, and you know, I love to see exterior fences. When I see a freeware or a payware scenery with, you know, fences, it adds the realism factor. You know, an airport or an airfield should always have an outer perimeter, sort of like a fence, so people can't get over it. In fact, a restricted zone, and it should be sealed in. So, you know, I always love to see a fence. If that sounds weird. Got this lovely kids play area with this bouncy castle, and that bouncy castle is so well textured. It's just bringing back childhood memories of being on a bouncy castle. The as I say, the grass is great. Not too sure about this weird, like, I don't know, low hedge. It's very low textured as well, so, you know, compared to the grass that you can see around it, it looks pretty poor, but, you know, you can forgive stuff like that. This lovely weird dragon sort of, don't know what it is, slide for the kids there. And then we've got the actual terminal building, which is absolutely amazing. You can see the texture on the walls there as well. If you get too close, it's, you know, it goes a bit fuzzy, but, you know, from around here, it looks so well done. Definitely got some PBR texturing going on here for the physics-based rendering, so you can see reflections and the light bouncing off particular metals and plastics. We've got these are these static people, or are they moving people? No, but they do have Gaia Simulations tops on, so that's cool. We've got an actual control tower with an interior here, some desktop computers, and all these, you know, roof AC vents and machines on top, so that adds to the realism and detailing. This little roof over here has got like lovely, it's not 3D, it's like 2D texturing of maybe, you know, rubbish and stuff like that. But you can read all that, so I'm not going to attempt to. I'm not going to put myself there, but yeah, you can read all that, so it's good enough. You can read it. Got some cycle, you know, got a bike there for someone who's coming into work on a bike, and look at this quad, so people can go along the airfield. That's so cool. And look at the reflections in the top of the tower there. Really, really well done. As well as the reflections in these the flat textured windows, but again, they look really good. You've got an access ramp, sort of fence there as well. That looks amazing. Moving along, you can see that these autogen buildings have now gone, and we've got a lovely emergency building for the fire engines, and this is a really old looking fire European type vehicle. More static people there, and we've got this. There's another version of the, you know, the see-through hangars, which first time I've seen them, and they look really good as well. And it's not fake; it is actually real. The things are in there, but can't wait to see this in the night. As always, we will be looking at the night textures, the night lighting, and obviously seeing what the airport looks like at night. The metal texturing and the paneling on these buildings look 3D. They are flat, but they've got a good level of detail and weather in there. You can see like the material, the metals being degraded, you know, the rusting. You can see these don't look like they're being repeated as well, which is common on sort of lower, you know, freeware, maybe even some payware as well. Not all payware is amazing. I'll point that out. You can see that the textures aren't repeated, and you can see like bits of rust where the rains fall down, and that's really, really great as well. We've got some more of these. I've seen these before in other sceneries. They're used to transport these small gliders or hangars inside them. This hangar hasn't got a see-through windows. It's not too bad, but again, the building itself looks amazing. And again, we've got another building which looks, you know, we've got hangar 3 and hangar 2 and hangar 1. Hangar 2 and 3 don't have the similar transparent windows, but they still look really, really good. Better than the autogen stuff that was there. I mean, remember the autogen buildings that were there and how bad they looked. And I noticed this aircraft as well. Now, this is insane. Again, this is not one I'm familiar with, guys. So, you know, in the comments, you know, pop it down in the comments. Tell me what this aircraft is. Whether it's native to Zell Am See itself or it's been anywhere else. But that is so cool. I'd like to try and find that in real life. Maybe I can. There's the registration there. OMEFDN. So I will be having a little search after I've done this video and see what that aircraft is. So when I do see a comment, maybe I've already found out. But anyway, we're gonna shoot up into the air and see what the surrounding area is. We've got connecting roads, which is always nice to see. This area here has definitely been redone. The textures aren't horrible anymore. You can't see through to the really bad satellite imagery. Now, there is actual buildings here. These aren't auto-gen, so Gaia Simulations have actually put these in, and these are buildings that I'm sure are there in real life and are true to life as well. So we've got what's this over here? Is it like a showroom for kitchens maybe? I'm not too sure, but that looks great. We've got this one over here as well, which looks like maybe a supermarket or a car park. But you know, and this, look at this, like a home furnishing store that they've put in. So they haven't just done the airport. We've also got a mobile there. They've gone out the way to do the surrounding areas. We will take a look in the distance over there at the where the gliders are based, I'd imagine. But they've gone out the way to do some other buildings, and it doesn't just stop here on the outskirts. I've noticed that there's also another building further along here. There is Lake Zell that I was talking about before. So they have gone in and sort of fixed the town around the airport, and this isn't uncommon. There's even some freeware sceneries out there that do that. It just really helps to have when you're doing maybe circuits of the airfield or doing a land and approach, you know, you can really see the detail that's been added into the surrounding areas. So that's always nice to see. I do love it when developers and creators of different sized teams do that. So it is really nice, and I just appreciate the detail that goes in. We've also got some other buildings just outside of the boundaries here. We've got this massive house. I'm guessing this is someone's really posh house. They've also put an Audi car in there. That looks like an Audi, doesn't it? Yeah. I'll have to have a look on Google Maps and see what that house looks like. It's got a pool and everything. Got like a farmhouse here as well that they've put in with the tractors. Let's take a look at the other side of the airfield. We've got again, it's all fenced in. I love to see that. The fences look great, and that just looks great. I mean, even that is great. I know it sounds silly, but it's I just like it when they put this detail in. And as you can see, it is the again, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I don't want to look like a fool, even though I probably have in the past. You can see that this is the entrance to the hangar or the glider school. And we can see some static gliders. We have seen that in other freewares, but we've got hangar 6 over here with more. Oh, look at this, is a open hangar as well. I love to see that. Air Expo Zell. So they've gone ahead and done some more. And we've also got another, is that another transparent? No, that's just a standard hangar. But we've also got this over here, which looks like a farm. Yeah, definitely, it's a farm. So we've got some lovely real world cars there. We've got some tractors, and again, another great load of detail added in by Gaia Simulations to make the airfield and the surrounding area look really, you know, true to life. So as always, let's take a look at the night lighting, just so we can see what it looks like when you're doing. Oh, look at this animated tractor. See, I can get I can get distracted easily. That's quite cool. I've never seen that before, actually. I've never seen animated anything other than the default ones animated, but that looks like That's cool. I like that. That's another nice little detail there. So, sorry, yeah, as I was saying, let's have a look at the night lighting for Zell Am See Airport. And straight off the bat, I absolutely love it. I love how the hangars are all lit up. It looks really, really great. I also love how the tractor is lit up as well. That looks absolutely insane. Really, really great. And they've also lit up the buildings that they've added into the town as well, which look absolutely insane. Too many insanes, but they look great. I also love the sounds as well. That is, you know, the default scenery and the default Asobo sound effects, but the lighting around this area is really, really great. Look at the clouds. But we're looking at the airport, not the default stuff. So let's swoop in and look a bit closer. The Beechcraft Bonanza, that is just the static aircraft, is all lit up inside, which I don't know if it would be turned on, but I absolutely love the lighting of these hangars. They look really, really good. Some of the best I've seen. And the interior of Hangar 1. I would have liked to seen all of the hangars lit up. I don't think it would have decreased performance. I certainly am getting exactly the same, no drop in frame rate from the default scenery. It looks great. Even this fake kind of interior of the fire station here. Again, if you've watched some of my videos, you know my pet peeve of the control towers. They're not lit up always. They're just, you know, maybe some of the computers are lit up. But this one, I'm glad to say, has got a significant amount of lighting inside, so that looks really good as well. Them walls sound menacing. I don't like that. The runway, I'll have to check, but maybe it's not a runway that is in use at night, so there's no runway lighting whatsoever. The lighting on the buildings, though, is some of the best I've seen. And oh my word, look at this. Look. Look, it's an animated scene. Again, that's something one of the aircraft was just towed inside there. That was amazing. The buildings and the hangars in and around the airport are so well lit up. They're really, really great. Even the restaurant sign, the neon. Look at that. Really, really great. Even down to the outskirts here, you can see the farmhouses and that posh mansion over there is well lit. The little outbuilding here at the gate is lit up as well. And the glider, the hangars here, the glider side of the runway and the airport. Tell me what you think below in the comments, guys. Do you think this is one of the better ones I've reviewed in terms of lighting? Certainly the detail is good, definitely up there with the offerings from Payware Plus. This is a payware, so I wouldn't compare it to any of the freeware, vice versa. I definitely wouldn't compare freeware to payware, you know. Again, this is currently on offer. It's usually I'd say around maybe £15. It's currently 10. If you pay exactly £10 UK pounds on Orbex if you download it from them, or it's just under it. I think it's like £9.49 on the marketplace. So if you buy it direct from, you can't really go wrong on either. If you want to save a little, you know, 50 pence or so, then get it direct from the simulator. But this is the sale that's currently on any of the add-ons. There's a massive array of deductions, some of them even 50%. You can get Payware airports for around £4. Some of them go to a low as £4, £5, and then up to 10. And this is one of them, so I will put the link to the Orbex Direct in there if you want me to, and you can go to there. So with this being Zell Am See and currently the live weather is snowing, so what I'll do is I'll just put one of the weather preset pro snow presets in there for you now to see what it looks like in the snow. We won't look at rain today, but certainly with where the location is, we'll look at the snow weather. This one is called Snow Flurry Weather Presets Pro. They keep on adding some presets to it. I keep on finding new ones, so it's updating in the background and I'm not seeing it. This one's called Snow Flurry. There's no actual snow coming down, which is a shame. I've noticed the FPS has taken a bit of a hit with the snow, which, you know, goes without saying. Maybe if I go further up it'll get a bit better. But the snow covering on this particular airport is okay. You can see some snow coming down now, but yeah, the FPS has taken a bit of a hit, really big hit in fact. I was getting around 45 before, and now it's gone down about 25, which is a bit sad, but you can see what it looks like. You can see that the runways and the taxiways are still collecting snow. And the snow implication for any developer is quite hard at the minute due to the SDK limitations. So snow is the hardest thing to get right, and it looks decent enough in here. You know, certainly the taxiways and the runways would be, you know, ploughed or gritted or salted for the airport, for the planes to take off. The grass is completely covered. The aprons would be, you know, again, there's this big chunk in front of the third hangar here, which looks a bit unnatural. There's a bit of snow, but it's not similar. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just I can't really tell. It should just all be all uniform like it is going along here. That said, the whole place looks amazing with the snow. Definitely one for a real life visit if we can, once travel restrictions and everything goes back to normal, hopefully not too long now. But yeah, it looks great. It's one of the best sceneries I've seen. I've got a couple of others to show you down the line in the next couple of weeks. More freeware ones. I do not. Oh, there we go. We can see that plane. Oh, it does. See, I saw it taking the ultralight helicopter in the hangar before. So that's cool. Now it's taken the other one in there. That's great to see. And even the static airplanes got the snow covering on them as well, which is great. And then the door shuts. That's really great. That in itself is just worth the £10. So yeah, if you are enjoying my videos, please consider liking the video, commenting. I'm getting some good constructive feedback. People are really being lovely. I'm close to 100 subs now, which in all honesty, like and subs aren't a massive deal for me. I do want to hit 100 so I can have that custom URL for me channel. But honestly, I actually just love just going into all these different sceneries. I'm certainly absolutely insanely excited for the UK update coming at the end of January. My birthday's the 31st of January. I think it comes out on the 24th, something like that, maybe even later, 27th. One of those airports being handcrafted is my own local one, Liverpool Airport, so I'm extremely excited to see what that looks like. So yeah, again, if you are loving these videos, why not subscribe? I do these type of videos. I also do flight tours around different areas. I'm trying to keep them kind of what other people aren't doing, so you'll see like the likes of Prague and Warsaw on my channel. I'm going to be doing some others in these new planes that I've downloaded and bought. So this was a look at Zell Am See Airport in Austria by Gaia Simulations. You can get it on offer now for around £10. It will probably go back up to around £15, £20 when the sale ends, which I believe is around the 4th of January, maybe even a bit later than that. But grab it while you can. I definitely recommend it. Definitely going to be doing some flights around this area from this airport. Yeah, I'll see you again very, very soon. Please look out for some videos because they're going to be coming quite quickly throughout the next couple of weeks. I've got another Gaia Simulations airport to be done, which is another Payware. I've got a DC Sceneries one, I think that's what they're called. I've got one from Florida from them, and then I've got a ton of freeware airports that I want to show you as well, which, you know, these are ones that have been out for a couple of months, even weeks now. So yeah, I'm gonna get going now because I can rant on and make these videos absolutely longer when they don't need to be. Yeah, I will see you again very soon. Thanks for watching, guys.